lives. Okay, so first let's start this off with this part. I know not a lot of you watch these videos. I know that's for a fact. I know that's true that not a lot of you watch these videos, but to those of you who do, who bothered to, those of you who bothered to at least watch this one, thank you. Thank you a lot. Now, this video is not meant to be funny. This video is not just meant for laughs or anything. It's just something I decided to do last night because of issues. Now, what some people might consider as cyberbullying, others might not. But what I consider as cyberbullying, in a way, not necessarily full out true, but is when you're online, like any social media or anywhere where you can post a picture and people can comment on it. I don't know what it just said. But if you're commenting on a picture, no, not many people would expect that they would get that if they get a reply back, it's going to be something mean or cruel towards you or towards what you were posting. I mean, not posting, towards what you were commenting on. I mean, I know I wouldn't. I probably should, but I don't because I'm stupid. Not that any of you are. I just full out just go out post. Either post this. Oh, let's comment on this. That's what I do pretty much. Though I rarely comment on anything because this has happened before. So I'm like, I don't want this to happen. I know how this could be. The only place I expect stuff like this to happen is really on YouTube, which I hate. People have a freedom to say what they want. People have a freedom to be who they are. But that happened to me multiple times. Like, it's going kind of back and forth on an argument type thing. And I absolutely hate it. But I will stand my ground because that's who I am. That's who all you two need to be. Stand your ground. I'm trying to make this a bit happier than it should be, but I kind of don't want to start crying. I don't want, especially in a camera. And also at like 8 in the morning. Yeah, I decided to do this at 8 in the morning. That's awesome, right? Whatever, but I had already made this video like 2 other times because I was like, no, that's not good. That's not good. And one time I accidentally cut it off. And I was like, it's like, really. But I'm going to try and cut to the point. I'm going to try and just take it short. That way, not only so I don't have to keep looking over, make sure my time isn't running out to get to my makeup on and then get to the bus. But my other 2 videos, I was talking about how my other 2 videos that I didn't post because I had to delete it because I was like, nah, I'm not posting that, and the other one got cut off. But my other 2 videos that I had said was, I get bullied at school, and I get yelled at a lot at home. And then I also kind of get cyberbullied on and off, depending on what I say, depending on what I'm on, right? Whether it's from the fact that I'm pansexual, so my sexuality, or to the fact of just the type of music I like, or maybe what I wear. I mean, I know the SAT probably don't do too good with the shirt, but I don't care. It's not mine. So honestly, actually, it's my boyfriend's, but whatever. I have to give it back to him today. But all truth and all honesty, I know other people out there, whether it's personally or not, other people out there, they get cyberbullied. Whether it's one or all of the ones that I'm about to name, doesn't matter. You might get cyberbullied, or someone you know might. I know I do. You might get bullied at school, or someone you know might get bullied at school. You might get bullied at home, whether it's by your parents without them realizing it, or it's by your siblings. Or maybe you're abused at school or at home, whether it's verbally or physically. I've suffered through both of those. But the worst one, in my opinion, the worst one is when you're bullied by your own mind. You can actually avoid and get away from bullies at school. At home, for the most part, kind of. You can avoid all that as best you can, but you can't avoid your own mind. It's a part of you. That's the one I suffer through the most. That's the one I totally have no control over anymore. My own mind forces me to suffer with it. Like, let's take over the weekend, for example. This will involve my boyfriend, though I know I've already said a few things about him. Though he's a sweetheart. And he's never done anything bad to me. He's very nice, very kind to me. But even that, somehow my mind decided to go along with something a girl had said at school Friday. It was Friday, and before school, it was during the middle of school, because after school, throughout the weekend till yesterday, like at noon, I was at my friend's house. At noon Sunday, I came back home. But Friday afternoon, I had a girl come up to me say that my boyfriend didn't like me. He didn't really love me. He didn't care about me. It was all fake. Stuff like that. It got to me a lot. I was telling my friends, two of my friends, one of them was the girl's house that I was going to her birthday over the weekend. And then my other friend was one of her friends and my friends. I was telling them about that. And a few things also had happened, but I won't go into detail. That way this video isn't like no more than 10 minutes long or anything. So, yeah. But because of all that, I seriously let it get to me. I was seriously upset. Honestly, I started crying. It was after my friends had gone to sleep, because I don't like to cry in front of people. I don't like when they see me cry. I don't like when anybody sees me cry. That night, I was still awake. They were asleep. I just started crying. I was upset. I was in pain. If you ever feel like any of that, if you ever feel hurt, if someone made you feel that way, you don't deserve it. To those of you who might say something to people, no, to all of you, this goes to me too. Think before you speak. You don't know what someone beside you might be thinking. For all you know, whether you know them personally or whether you don't know anything about them, the person next to you could be planning their own death, could be planning to go home, grab a razor, a knife, any sharp object, and could be deciding to cut their skin open. Or maybe they're planning to go home, take a bottle of pills. Think before you speak. Don't say something that might hurt someone. You don't know what they might do. A single word, even a single glance, is enough to hurt someone to the point of no return. Everyone has a limit. Everyone has a limit. Whether it's short or long, it doesn't matter. For all you know, they might be right at the edge of it. And a single glance that you give them might hurt them enough to go over that edge. I know I've almost reached my limit. And I'm having a hard time trying not to get to it. But please think before you speak. But anyway, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for watching this video. I love you all. Subscribe if you want. You don't have to. Comment if you want. You don't have to. But if you comment, don't be mean to anyone, please. Thank you. Have a good day. Love you all.